Get a polar bear mount. All right, unseasonable chills. Well, if it isn't your favorite adventurer, come to enjoy the Moonfire festivities again this year, have you? I promise you're in for a scorchery, swelteringly good time. As you may very well know, the fair is a storied tradition in that in recent years, it has served to promote the effort of the Adventurers Guild on behalf of Eorzeans everywhere. Once again, we've got a piping hot plate full of exciting activities for one and for all. This year, we've also been tasked by none other than Master Gil, our ever generous patron of the event, with creating the ultimate icy dessert to starve off the heat. My controller not working? All right, cool. We'll more than welcome the aid of skilled adventurers like yourself, and needless to say that we reward you with well to your efforts if you'd be willing and able to lend a hand. Simply hop over to Casa del Sol and speak with my colleague, Herma. Hey, what's up, Rock? I wonder. If any new sprouts are here hanging out, let me know if you get the same quest text. Wait, what happened? Wait. Phil. Thanks so much for the two 1,000 bits. But here, we'll just replay that for you. And then do another one there. All right, cool. Thank you, Phil. Look at all these flying polar bears. They look. Oh, there's a cruise chaser. The bears kind of just look. I mean, the bears do not look as cool as the cruise chaser. Oh God, another cruise chaser. And I know this person. They're a great person. It's weird because it's like they're supporting the game, but at the same time, it's like and also incentivizing a cash shop. It is the way that it will be. And now I'm glad to hear the God's honest truth. We're in a bit of a bind here. See that we've been tasked with making the most delectably frosty dessert, but we're suffering from lack of all important ingredient, ice. The shipment was supposed to come in bells ago, but word has it that it's been held up by a disturbance in the area. Might you be so kind to check out with my associate to see if she knows anything further? She should just be east of here over on the beach. Yeah, the bear does look limp. Just kind of like, yeah, I'm just kind of here. Brian, what a pleasure it is to see you again. Imagine if Herr McGurger sent you to ask about the delayed shipment of ice. To be honest, the situation is something of a complicated one. As you may have heard, for this year's festivities, Master McGurger has imposed upon us a rather daunting task, preparing the finest frozen dessert in the realm has ever seen. He promised us that he would spare not a single guild to see the deed done, so we decided to enlist the services of one of the realm's most prominent confectors, as well as good at this point. Yes, as it turns out, the confecter was a hopeless perfectionist, insisting that only the finest ice in all of Eorzea should serve for their creation, and she hopped on the next vessel to the northern seas. What? Why? And that's the least we saw of her. It's not that I fear for her life, mind you, pardon the pun, but she's one tough cookie. That being said, the festivities are all upon us, if she doesn't make it back soon. Egads, that poor girl's drowning out there. Glub, glub, glub. There's a nice big old shark swimming. The Garb, yes, it's her, Brian, the Neki, the self-same competitor of whom I just spoke. We must help her at once. You'd be in limbo too if you used the sub-zero temps and it's 90 degrees. Yeah, no ninja tower. I hope that comes back. Nikki, you come back to us. Thank the gods. Is that you? Why, I'm back in Casa de Sol. You are indeed. Whatever happened to you out there? You were swept away by a storm, tossed in your boat, some ill-rich horror of the depths of the sea? You have to find a zone where you can't fly to for the tower. I guess that makes sense. I fear my memory, like you could, I wonder if you could put like no mounting. You could put the no mounting debuff on you or something like that, and like if you enter in a bubble, you know. I fear my memory is still hazy. I remember that we sailed to the northern seas, where we have braved elements and some vicious fiends to set making a meal of me. I succeeded in procuring the most pristine ice I'd ever laid hands upon. We began your journey back, and we've appreciated Casa de Sol. It is no use, but the only thing I remember is our vessel capsizing and my body being flung from the deck along with my hard-won supply of ice. Wow, sorry about coughing into the mic, guys. That just caught me by surprise. Good day, good day. What's up, Accepted? Why, hello, polar bears. What? Oh, my dearest friends, you two survived the shipwreck. Why, I couldn't be more happier. These creatures are your friends? Aren't they lovely? We met in one of the isles up north. I shared some of my treats with them, and the next thing I knew, they were following me everywhere. They're gentle and strong, the most perfect companions, really. All right, that's enough of the touching reunion. My precious ice is scattered all about the place. Go round it up and bring it here. On the double now. Grrr. Hey, look at that. They're quite clever, aren't they? His bears are better for companions than I trust. Ah, lucky day. The seals are intact. The ice inside undamaged and unmelted. It means only one potential rub remains. It couldn't be. 'Cause, 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 Yes, as a matter of fact, the ice you see is everything I hoped it would be, which is why it's rather my chagrin when I later discovered that a dreadful fiend slumbered in the rather large chunk of ice that I had loaded into our vessel. It starts in Limsa. And go to the aft castle, and you'll see the quest giver there. Yes, it all comes back to me now. You're hearing Casa de Sol with the blamey winds drifting in. I heard a dreadful rumbling coming from the cargo hold. I rushed down to investigate, only to see the fearsome creature. It appeared rather perturbed by the heat and suddenly began to swell larger and larger until boom. Anytime, Gooden. It would appear that my own carelessness was the cause of our unfortunate incident. Fortunately, the furry companions and I have survived the shipwreck as my stock of the purest ice. And yet I fear that the fiend will be back. Search for the icy home I so unceremoniously stole from him. Whatever am I to do? Have no fear, my dear Neki. In fairs over the years, my friends and I have fought off more bombards than you can shake a stick at. Why Bombard Buster? Could be my middle name. Now let's go appease Hergermerger and the situation. Surely he'll have an idea as to how we can deal with the menace and kick the festivities off with a bang. Oh, I love that bear. Look at those bears waving. Good razzle dazzle. Good morning, PB Jelly Time. How you doing today, dude? Britton, I was wondering when we might hear back from you. You see our star competitor has joined you as well. Please tell, how did you fare? Oh dear. So while the ice has been safely procured, a blustery bombard of behemoth-like proportions has been procured alongside of it. No doubt that is something to do with the panic screams I hear coming from the beach. But not to worry, after all, the Moonfire Faire is now a season for blasting ill-tempered, hot-headed balloons out of the air. And I know just the person to assist us in this effort. Just a moment now. Say no more, Master Hermergerger. I stand ever at the ready, my friends. Who goes there? Surely you have heard the tales of Thancred, brave leader of the bombardiers and bane of bombards in the realm over, or perhaps you haven't. But no matter. Pray rest assured that I and my companions will safely return to your beaches. Bagu too has come to save the day, and he has brought his fun toys, trinkets, trifles, toys. Oh yes, Bagu has brought his toys that go boom. And I'm Ruffatai, and I may still be new to this adventuring business, but I promise you that what I lack in experience, I will make up for pluck, spirit, and determination. This whole mess was my fault, and I still have so many of you to come to my aid. How can I ever repay you? Nonsense, my dear. The ice brought you was at our behest, and we will be forgiven for you to fashion the most delightful frosty dessert Master Gurgurgur has ever laid his eyes on. Besides, the exploits of bombard busting adventurers are sure to bring even more good publicity to the guild. That settles it then. Let us get out there and show what oversized ball of ice, what Isles of Endless Summer is no place for his ilk. It's since 14 is your Zen time from the kids. That's yeah, like it's everybody needs some good Zen time, good downtime. A fate, the blizzard of bombards can only be completed as a disciple of war magic. No, the jump puzzle isn't back. Maybe next year, or I think one time they actually had it where it evolved or something of that nature. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Furry Gaming? Good morning and happy Friday. Why am I drawing a blank on the heart? Oh, I haven't actually watched it yet for the Necromancer. I was like, wait, Harbinger, like that sounds familiar. You sent it to me, so I'm good. I haven't watched it yet. I was planning on like, should I watch it live? And then I was like, oh, I'll get to it. I just haven't gotten to it. I've even played Guild Wars. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Two splinters, two splinters. Oh yeah, good old level 35. Oh, we got ice sprites. I missed my skills. I was talking about this just the other day. Like I wish that level sync content didn't take away my skills. But I love seeing this out in the open world. I love this out in the open world. There you got that. Rabble, 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 rabble. Oh, you just downloaded Guild Wars? Nice. Nice. I love that. You refuse to get into Arena because of their X-Blizzard, the X-Blizzard connection. Looking back now, they're probably the good ones. Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I was like, all right, hold on. Mount up just to talk to this dude. That look of relief and some supreme satisfaction on your faces. I'm surprised that you've succeeded in driving off the most baleful of bombards. Indeed, we scarcely even broke a sweat in doing so. And this isn't this right? Quite so, my friend. I dare say it wouldn't have been nearly so easy without Bryn at our side. I can't thank you enough, my friend. And yet we must remain ever vigilant. There is still no telling where the dread creatures fiends may return to seek their revenge. In any event, the Isle of Endless Summer is safe for now, and that's what matters the most. You truly are heroes, all of you. Well, all that ends well, and I say, and that with that, it is time we retrieved our supplies from the beach. Splendid. You just wait, my friends. Neki is going to prepare the most marvelous dessert this realm's ever seen. Oh yeah, a lot of the design. Even like when I look at some of the things I want to see New World adopt, it's coming from Guild Wars. Now they do have a lot of the market features that Guild Wars has, but I was like, yeah, I want to see. Oh yeah, all right. A treat to beat the heat. And thank you very much. Well, not for you. I made you running my life ever thanks to Master Gigurgu's dessert. But all that ends, we finally get down to what we brought you here to promise to done. So don't you and probably entertain yourselves for the time being. And while you're at it, perhaps you could call Master Girl as well. I'm sure he'll be more eager to see my masterpiece take form. Brett, thank you again for your efforts helping us dispatch the bombards. I think how much the calamity would befall us at the end of the festivities, but pray don't be too hard on Neki. She only means to please, as she always has. Oh, and in the confusion, I forgot to mention, but she actually is a childhood friend of mine. We used to play together by the shore, and one day we were set upon by a vicious monster. We thought that we were done for, but we were saved in the nick of time by a kindly adventurer who swiftly dispatched the beast and whisked us away to safely. That's when I vowed to one day serve the guild and repay my debt to the brave soul who rescued me. Meanwhile, Neki is a genius in the kitchen, and since she's just a girl, she chose the path of culinarian in hopes of fulfilling the bellies of adventurers all over with nourishing and toothsome snacks. In the end, she found her calling making sweets as opposed to the sort of hearty meals that you and I might favor. But that's the rather fitting for her. She's always been an independent streak after all. In any event, she's positively overjoyed that her latest creation will be presented at the center of the fair for adventurers all over to enjoy. More than anything, I'm glad that she's back with us safe and sound. Bryn, truly impressive the way you chased off the bombard. Not that I expect any less of you, of course. Thanks to you, we could safely say that the guild has put another impressive show on this year. It's only a matter of time before the halls are overflowing with aspiring adventurers. Talk about making the best of a bad situation. Speaking of which, I heard Neki's high done with her delightful creation. I don't know about you, but I'm most eager to taste it myself. Believe it or not, I have something of a sweet tooth. Any thoughts, predictions on a Beastmaster job? I thought we would have one this summer. I thought we'd have Beastmaster this summer. But I think essentially when you look at the fact that Ultimate's delayed, like if you're going to cut something, if you're going to delay something, why not delay something you haven't even announced yet, right? Like if I was going to sit here and delay something, why not delay something I haven't announced? Oh, even is it the ever resourceful and also forgiving adventurer who we ignominiously tasked with gathering ingredients for a banquet. What? Is this you say? A fiend has been dispatched and my prized dessert is ready for some tasting? Why didn't you tell me sooner? O2. Far. All right, finishing this up. One sec. All right. If you listen to Drac, Reaper equals Beastmaster. I don't see it. Did he post a video or something about that? If they do a Beastmaster, it's going to be a limited job. Adventurers, Eorzeans, fair goers, friends, I'm most proud to present my latest creation. I call it Casa de Helio. And as I promised, you will please your tongue even more than it does your eyes. And to make sure that it doesn't melt, as well as to help you stay cool amidst the scorching heat, I leave you with a present for my furry friends. Oh, I love the fireworks. Oh, how fun. Knows. I'd love to see Beastmaster. I'd love to see Blue Mage. What I would love for the game is to take what I would call the curated jobs, which is what we play, and the limited jobs, which is what Blue Mage currently is, and literally like every job in the game would have its curated, what you can do now, and a limited version in which that it has like all the freedom to experience and quest and hunt for all these different things. Literally like 2 play styles in one. So there would be a curated Blue Mage build, and then there would be a limited Blue Mage build, you know, in that regard. Same thing with Summoner, same thing with like Beastmaster, things like that. But that's all, like, that's double if not triple the amount of work per job, per expansion, per, yeah. Yeah. And that's what we see with, like, I think things like Destiny, you know, it's like, okay, you know, you have your, like, the legendaries, the exotics are they're curated roles, meaning like this is designed for this role and it's going to be great. You're gonna everybody's gonna have, like, has this gun is gonna have a really good experience with it. But then when you have like different mods and other things, like with some of that, you end up having more player choice, and so that's what it is. Curated gives them the ability to balance a lot easier, which, you know, doesn't mean that patches get delayed and things like that. But I think one of the things you'll hear as more and more players get into the game is that, man, like, it'd be really cool if I could have a little bit more choice in my play style. And the answer would be really cool. It's like, you can, but it's this system over here. Boja is a good example of that, of player choice. Boja is Andor. Thanks for your efforts. You may now purchase wares from the Moonfire Faire vendor, participate in fates appearing in the southern region, and earn vouchers that can be exchanged for goods. Say goodbye. Say Helio. Here we go. Polar bear acquired. All right, guys. Woohoo! Where is the vendor? Well, Moonfire Faire vendor. That makes sense. Mask stall grilled corn. Tabletop. Hey, Casa de Helio. Tracer. Sparklers and pinwheels. Okay, so yeah, just all it. That's all in just the new stuff. That's all the fair stuff. All right,